Great, we'll get started. Hi, I'm Becky. I'm one half of AMO Yarn. The other half is helpfully looking after the little ones upstairs. So we are a small hand dyeing business. We're based on the west coast of Scotland. AMO Yarn is our... the name comes from my husband's family clan name, and that is AMO, which translates to I love. So our name means I love yarn, which seemed fitting. So we both dye the colourways, and we have lots of fun creating bright, inspired ones from Scotland. So we've got some new colours that have come out for today. So the theme that we were going with was friendship. So we asked around and we got our friends and family's favourite flowers, because flowers always make people smile. So our colourways for friendship are inspired by them. So we have our main 100-gram skein, which is inspired by our garden with our favourite flowers. So it is a green and natural base. We've then dyed lots of little speckles onto. So there are pink and orange and yellow and red and a tiny bit of purple speckled in there. And that's available on our merino nylon 75/25 base. And it is available in our 4-ply, which is this, and our DK. And I have extremely limited numbers of these, so they are selling quickly. I think people seem to be really liking these ones, so they're up on the shop now. For this weekend I'm running a 10% discount on all of our yarns, including my club yarns, and if you're UK based there's free postage added as well. And then I've also done a mini collection of the friendship themed, and these are on our favourite flowers. 2 of them. Which one am I missing? The sunflower one. There we go. So this is a mini collection, and then each individual one. So we have a pink one. This one is pink rose, and then we have poppy, which is red, and there are some very subtle black speckles on this one as well. And then we have sweet pea, which is pinks, purples, a little bit of a kind of mauvey colour in there. And then we have sunflower, which is an orange yellow with brown speckles. And then we have the Glenfiddich rose, which is yellow and orange, a kind of a pale peachy orange. And then all 5 of those make up the flower collection, which I think would look lovely as a kind of a pop of colour against a grey, which I'm very tempted to have a go at knitting myself. So those are available on the shop as well. Then we did a big collection here, inspired by our little garden that the kids planted, and we seem to be overrun with nasturtiums, and they're one of my favourite colours. So I dyed up a mini collection. I can get them all to lay flat. All inspired by the nasturtium colours that we have in our garden. So we've got yellow nasturtium, golden nasturtium, orange nasturtium, and green nasturtium. And that's a wee 4 mini set. These are 20 grams, and they are approximately 85 metres each, and they're on our 4-ply sock base as well. I also dyed up, let's see if we can find them, pull them out. I've also dyed up some bigger versions of them, just 1 skein of each. So they're in the shop too. That's nasturtium orange, nasturtium yellow, and nasturtium golden, which is kind of a brown colour. It's coming in a bit blown out there, but it is very golden. So those are all inspired from the garden, from our nasturtium flowers this year. Go. Now, John has been super busy, and he has created 3 new colourways, which seem to work together really well. It wasn't his intention, but as soon as I saw them, I thought they looked amazing, all done together. Just the same level of brightness in them all. So I'll do them individually. This one is Center of the Earth, because it was that kind of molten lava, orange through to purple, through to yellow, with lots of different varieties in it. So what I'll do is I'll unskein one so you can see just the variety of colour through it. Go on. And it's got this kind of dark, almost kind of neon-y, pinky red that's coming through. And you go through the colours, you come to this yellowy orange. Lots of little bright bits. So that one came out really nicely. And then this one, the second one, this one is called Starry Night 2.0 because he did an original Starry Night which he loved. So he had a second go of doing it, which has come out completely different, but unique in its own way. And it is a mixture of blues and yellows with little bits of green in there. And that's inspired by the Starry Night painting. And I'll unskein this one just to show the difference between the skein and how it looks. And you can see there, it's got these mixtures of yellows and greens with dark blue speckles. And then it's got this lovely royal blue kind of coming through, and all the way through it's carried on and mixed. So that's Starry Night 2.0. And then we have this one, which is Center of the Nebula. And this is inspired by beautiful pictures from space of all the nebulas that come out. And this was taken of like a snapshot right in the center. Nice bright rich pinks, and then it's got some dark blues, spacey colours, and some purple in there as well. So that's Center of a Nebula. So those are the collection for John's new ones that have come out. I'll hold them up again together. So they weren't intended as a set, but I think they definitely would go well together. And so they're on our DK merino nylon base, which is 75/25. There we go. Lots to get through. These are all our new colourways that have come up for this weekend. There we go. And I've got this one. Now this one is called Water Garden. And this one is inspired by one of our favourite places that we go on the Isle of Arran. And it's from their water garden. They've got beautiful ponds with flower beds and little green flowers and water lilies. So this was taken from that, and it's a mixture of dark blues, and quite a navy dark blue, but kind of saturated, and then we've got some bright greens and some dark greens coming through in it. Oh yes, so this is Water Garden. Again, I'll bring this one out of skein as well so you can see. So it's got a variety of dark blues and greens. Coming through it. So yeah, they're on our DK merino nylon base. And then we have this one. And this is Blue Skies. So this is on our 4-ply sock base, which is merino nylon again, 75/25. So good for sock making. Nice and sturdy. And it is basically in Scotland, it's quite rare we get this lovely weather, and we've had a good couple of weeks of these brilliant blue skies, and it was just so inspirational. So this became our 4-ply colour. We've got lots of them. And then we have this one. This one is called Burst of Joy, and it's inspired by another flower. It's by a rose, and its nickname is Burst of Joy. And it has got this kind of beautiful pink coming through at the top here, and it goes all the way through it, and then it's these mixtures of these golden yellows and oranges, and just a nice warm bright colour. So that's on our 4-ply sock base. that one. And then over here, these are a little extra added into our Nasturtium collection. So this is called Nasturtium Garden because it's a mixture of the greens from the leaves and then these oranges and yellows and all the different flower colours poking through. So that again is on our DK base and goes well with these three. As an extra 4th edition. So again, there's just one of all of these available. They were just an extra added on after I dyed up the mini sets. So that's them. There is also a couple of little mini Nasturtium Gardens. Little 20 gram skeins. And they've taken the colours really well in different sort of things. They've got this kind of rich red colour in there as well. There's very many other little snippets of colour coming through that you would find in your garden. Yeah. What else have we got here? We have got a little mini. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's my green one gone to? Hide and seek with the wool. I've got a little mini rainbow that's gone up today as well. These always sell out really quickly, but I do have so much fun creating them. Oh, it ran away. There we go. So that's a little set of 7 mini skeins. So they're 20 grams and 85 meters each. Definitely a little burst of colour, little pops for your any kind of added pattern. Up as well. So that's all the new colourways we've come up with for this morning. I've got a little bit of time left. I'll show some of our favourites. This is Bonnie Heather. This is on our Highland base, so it's a much more kind of woolly feeling to it, and it's got a range of pinks and purples, greens and browns through it. And then we've got some of our half and half collection. Oh, let's have a look. So these are on our tweed base. And then we have some available on DK, which is Royal Grammar, and then Neon Tetra, which is on our 4-ply base. And they're quite fun to knit with. My kind of latest finished project was using the Royal Grammar pink and yellow. It's created this kind of mild effect all the way through. So that was really fun to create. And then we've got one of our favourites. This is Dreamscape Lagoon. So this is it's like a very bright blue with lots of flashes of neon green through it with purple speckles. And this one's quite cool because it glows in black light and blue light. So if you're got your different glow effect with it, that one's always really fun. And then we've got purple. This is on our sparkle base. This one's called Intense because it is a very bright, bold purple. And then we've got a couple of silk ones. There we go. And that is Arctic. This one's really pale, but it's got flecks of blue and black coming through it. And these are our 50-50 silk merino skeins. And they knit up lovely. They're quite a unique finish. And then we have this one, which is quite hard to photograph, and the colours don't really show up, but in person it's just such a creative mix. You've got mauves and purples and yellows and greens and blues in it. So sorry, that's my time up. That's my little alarm.